Now, we had the rolling back of the farm laws, which of course the government was very keen on. How do you then look at pushing technological advancements and reform among small farmers in the absence of these laws? What is the sort of plan B the government will now have to undertake on that front?
Oh, there's a lot of technological disruption happening in the field of agriculture, in procurement, in use of technology, in going organic and going natural, in the use of drones. So if you look around all these areas, there's a huge amount of disruption happening technologically. Moreover, there's one thing is absolutely clear, that it's not just agriculture which is critical, but it's horticulture, floriculture, animal husbandry, in all these areas where you have to enhance your productivity and actually ensure that the farmer earns far more from these other activities rather than just agriculture. The second key thing really is to cut down the water usage in agriculture. So moving away from large water-consuming crops into areas which will give you much higher earnings is very, very important. Because otherwise, you've reached a level of your going down into the soil where you're digging out uranium and you're exporting water rather than basmati rice. So it's very important that we do sensible agriculture, focus on value addition, focus on cold value chains, and focus on all these other allied activities as well to enhance the earnings of our farmers, and especially small farmers.
Coming back to the budget again, Mr. Kant, I mean, the finance minister is also spoken about, while pushing capex and expenditure, also sticking broadly to the fiscal glide path. Now, in the absence of private sector investments, but of course tax revenues are buoyant, but in the absence of adequate expenditure push, you spoke about the reasons why this could have happened, the real expenditure not happening. Where do you see we could end up with? Do you think the glide path, as we spoke of, is reasonable and we will be achieving it?
So the FM has talked about a movement from 6.9% to 6.4% next year, and a fiscal path which leads you to 4.5% by 25-26. I'm very hopeful of that. I'm very hopeful largely on account of the production-linked incentive schemes, which will push your manufacturing in a very big way. They're all linked to production. You enhance your production, you do greater sales, you get higher you get that additional 5% bonus. If you don't do it, you won't get it. So we've had an excellent response on production-linked incentives. You look at advanced chemistry cell, we were focusing on 50 gigawatts. We've got 130 gigawatts. Electronic, mobile, automobile, we've got about 150 companies applying for it. So massive response to production-linked incentive. And that would really show. I mean, look at mobile, what's happened. 2014, we had just 2 companies manufacturing here. Today, you have 200 companies manufacturing here. You are exporting from India. So that is the story which will get replicated in automobile as we shift towards electric mobile. That will get replicated in battery storage. That will get replicated in solar PV. And that's the story. And backed with the PLI manufacturing drive, backed by good quality infrastructure, should really give you the bump up on exports in a very big way and ensure that you're able to get enhanced earnings, tax earnings, and I would expect GST's got heavily digitized. You've got customs, you've got GST, you've got income tax, all digitized. And therefore, you're able to track down offenders. And secondly, as we go around enhancing our production and productivity, your tax revenues will be far more buoyant. And I expect the fiscal glide path to reach 4.5% by 25-26.
You spoke about automobiles. Where are we on the Tesla issue? I mean, when do we see a Tesla actually coming into India?
So the present policy allows Tesla to come in. There's no hindrance to Tesla coming in. Anybody can come in. Tesla's argument is, and there are 2 rates of duties, one at 110% for luxury vehicles, and about 60% for cars which are dismantled and brought here and assembled here. So the government's argument is that you can come in and use the 60% duty structure if you dismantle and do the assembly here. But what the government is keen on is that whatever we do, it should be linked to manufacturing in India. That's what China had done. So we are saying that do make in India of Tesla. We'll be very happy to assist and provide and support you with everything. Tesla is most welcome at 110% duty. It is welcome at lower rates of duties if it assembles in India. It is very welcome to do manufacturing, and that's what we are keen on, that whatever you do, manufacture in India and make that commitment.
So have things moved on that, or are we at the same?
Still at a level of debate and discussion.
Okay.